All right, you're good. Good to go.
Alrighty, perfect. Alrighty, well, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to our meeting today on Friday, September 11th, 2020. I will call this meeting to order at 10:05 a.m. Alrighty, and I will move on to the Pledge of Allegiance. We now give time before the meeting to recognize those who wish to recite the pledge, reminding those in attendance that they are not required to do so. So just on the count of three, after three, we'll go ahead and do it all together. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. I pledge
allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice
for all. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much. I will move on to roll call and establishment of quorum. So President, myself, I am present. I have the Vice President of Msjc Valley Campus, Nicholas Singh.
I'm here.
Perfect. Vice President of San Jacinto Campus, Ms. Victoria.
I'm here.
Perfect. I have our student trustee, Ariana Rodriguez.
Here.
Perfect. Commissioner of College Activities, Janelle.
Here.
Perfect. Commissioner of Financial Affairs, Tracy.
Here.
Perfect. And then Commissioner of Institutional Effectiveness, Stephanie.
Here.
Perfect. And then Commissioner of Public Relations, Caston.
Here.
Perfect. And then now I will move on to our senators. Senators of Financial Affairs, Thomas.
Here.
Perfect. And then Senator of Financial Affairs, Alexis.
Here.
Perfect. And lastly, Senator of Public Relations, Daly.
Here.
Perfect. I will move on to our SGA Advisors. We have our Associate Dean of Student Services, Ms. Maya. She is not present. She is on medical leave. But we do have our Dean of Student Services, Brian Stucker. I did have your name misspelled there. I'm so sorry. I will definitely have it changed for the next meeting.
No worries. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. And then I also have our SGA Advisors. I have Jose present.
Present.
Got it. And then SGA Advisor Suzanne, she will not be present, but happy birthday. Just want to give you a shout out. But yeah, next we have our last SGA Advisor, Maricela.
Here.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Alrighty, I will move on to the approval of minutes for September 4, 2020. So in this week's email, you should have received the minutes from the last meeting as well as the agenda for this meeting. Is there a motion to approve these minutes?
I approve.
And who was that?
I'll second.
Ariana.
Ariana, perfect. And then second was by Nick?
Yes, I think.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, the motion is carried. So the approval of minutes is successful, and I will have that down. Alrighty, I will move on to our board reports and information items. Our reports are to be limited to 1 minute each. Additional time can be allotted with a motion and a second from the Senate. I will start with our advisor report. And you guys are all set to go.
Do you want to go first, Maricela, or do you want me to go?
I can go first. Thank
Okay.
you, Jose.
Mhm.
All right. So happy Friday, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak. I have a few resources that I'd like to go ahead and share. So it is National Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th through October 15th. So I wanted to highlight a few events that are happening here at MSJC virtually. I will go ahead and share the flyer in the chat in just a second, but I can also share my screen and just, oh, sorry, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
So here's just to give you a visual of what is happening for Latinx Heritage Month at MSJC. So we have events happening September 15th all the way through October 15th. And I will go ahead and share that flyer here on the chat so that you have that available. Or if you'd like to take a snap of it with your phone, you can also do that. So I also have available another resource that I think is worthy of checking out in line with Hispanic Heritage Month. It is brought to you by the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute, and it's the Our Voice Nuestro Poder Virtual 2020 Leadership Conference. and it's happening on September 14th through 18th. And their purpose is to develop the next generation of Latinx leaders through their leadership development programs. And this event is free to attend, and I will also share the link to register if you are interested here in the chat. So I'll add that afterwards. And then another opportunity that was shared by a counselor here at MSJC is for those who are interested in exploring STEM career degrees. The Society for Advancement of Chicanos / Hispanics and Native Americans in Science will also be hosting a free virtual pre-conference event next Friday, September 18th, and it's titled Community College Day. And it's a single day event with no registration fee required. And it's basically to explore the diversity in STEM and learn of the various sessions specifically designed for community college students. And there's a link that I will also share. And that concludes my comments for today's meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maricela. And Jose.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday, or it is Friday, right? Weekend's here. I do want to mention something very important. It's a very important and sad day, as today is 9/11. For those of you who don't know or weren't born when this happened, just to give you a little bit of history, and I was hoping Bertha can join us to share a little bit more. I don't see her on the call, but hopefully she jumps in. But anyway, today on 9/11, in 2001, the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City were under attack. Two planes hit those two buildings, and thousands and thousands of people lost their lives. There was much panic and just very, very tragic incident in our nation. So I do want to share, just let you all know that, it is a day that we remember this 9/11, that we remember the lives of those who were lost, their families, and also a day to thank those who are serving in our country, keeping us safe and doing their best. So I do want to share something that we are doing. So Student Life is hosting a virtual 9/11 commencement event on our webpage, where we've collected videos of several students, staff, just sharing their story of what it was like for them on that day. I believe the first plane hit at 8:46 a.m. And I can tell you from my experience, a little bit of my experience, I was 8 years old when that happened. I remember, having breakfast in the kitchen with my mom and then hearing the news and just like breaking news, right? And just hearing these things that this attack occurred, and also just seeing images of like black clouds of smoke and panic in the streets, and very, very traumatizing images for sure. And I guess what it's taught me is just to just cherish your family, cherish life, and to thank those who continue to serve our country each and every day, risking their lives. So anyways, I'll a little emotional, so I apologize. But I do want to share this resource. So please check out our website. We have, or actually, let me share the screen and show you all what I'm talking about. Oh, am I able to share the screen, Brian? Or Maricela? Let me see. Oh, there you go. Sorry, guys. Alrighty, so this is what I'm talking about. So this is a 9/11 commemoration event. We encourage all of you, or anyone, right? Students, staff, faculty, to head to this website here. It's in our events calendar on the Msjc website, and share your story. Record a short video just telling us if you remember, right, what happened. Let us know what that was like for you. And if you don't remember, it's a great moment to educate yourself and to just learn a little bit about the history of what took place on this day. So yeah, that's something I just wanted to bring to everyone's attention. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jose. And Brian, I don't know if you have anything to report on.
On my end.
Yes.
First of all, I want to acknowledge the advisors on this phone call and everyone else for their work on the 9/11 event. They worked very, very hard to make sure that this happened. And again, very, very significant day in our history. A personal note, my wife's from New York, and I will never forget that day because I heard her cry out in the morning when she saw what happened. And then she showed me a picture of standing at the top of the World Trade Center, one of the towers. And she used to work in a restaurant called Top of the World, which is one of the restaurants on the top of one of the towers. So that really hit home for us. There were more Americans killed that day than were killed at Pearl Harbor. That should put it in perspective. That's a lot of people. It's changed our entire world. Prior to 9/11, you could just walk into an airport, you know what I mean, and go through a quick screening and you were on a plane. Now you have all this security, you have all these changes. It was a game-changing event. You know, those of us, not on this call probably, but who are old enough to remember, there were significant events like when John F. Kennedy was assassinated, when Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, and all these events. And what I was saying to the advisors, and I want to say this to the student government as well, it's very important for us as Americans, especially to know our history, right? And some of these things that we're talking about are not controversial.
Sorry, Brian, you froze for a second. You're still frozen. We can't catch what you're.
Kennedy, the wise person appreciates where they've been so they can know where they're at. One minute, Burnett. My internet went out for a second. President Kennedy really quickly once said that the wise person knows where they've been at so they can appreciate where they're at now and they can know where they're going. So I think his words were well said. Anyway, I just wanted to leave with that. And again, my compliments to everybody who worked on this event. And also, I want to encourage the student government, you know, to learn more about all these events and different things like that. And I know Jose really quickly shared with me the upcoming elections that are coming up. And I would encourage the Political Science Club in particular, right, where we talked about that, Jose, to make sure that students are being aware that this is an election. And as Americans, we should be participating and voting in those elections. And by the way, to the student government people on this conference, in this meeting, I had shared with Jose and with Maricela, my bachelor's is in government relations and politics, by the way. So anyway, I've seen firsthand what student government can do. I've seen firsthand. And also the importance of learning more about how that will impact you in your own pathways in your own careers. So anything I can ever do to support you, please let me know. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Brian. It really means a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me share my screen once again. Let me see. Perfect. Do you guys see the agenda? Perfect.
Yes.
Alrighty, I will move on to our executive officer reports. Any executive officers would like to report today?
I do.
Okay.
So, hi everyone, again, happy Friday, and like following what Jose, Maricela, and everyone has shared, take this day to cherish your family, spend time, give that extra hug, be grateful of your surrounding and where you're standing on today. So I always share some goodies with all of you. So I got my first training for being a delegate for Region 9. And also I went to, that was amazing. So I feel better prepared to represent us on the Region 9 meetings. And I went to a trustee webinar yesterday, and there was a presentation that the California Student Aid Commission shared that I found trying to see how can the college can focus or persuade the students to take more advantage of the resources that are being offered, like financial aid. So now, hopefully on the next upcoming year, not only the students are gonna apply to see if they can receive money, they're also gonna be eligible for Call Fresh. And I think that's amazing because, you know, we have food for thought, but if they can get that extra help to get their groceries and get something to eat, you know, we don't know the data of how many students don't have a meal and they have to go to school and, you know, they're hungry. How can they focus and whatnot? So that's that. And also, I have something to share. Let me see my computer. So it's a free event from the Student Senate for the community colleges, and it's a professional development and leadership training. It's totally free and it's only for us, the student government. So if you are interested, please let me know to share the link for the registration. It's open. Again, it's free. It's starting on September 24th till October 2nd, but it's not gonna be every day. So I know it starts September 24th, that I believe is a Thursday, but then Saturday and Sunday, it's only voluntarily if you want to attend those sessions. But I believe it's really cool. I know we went to the conference last year that or everyone went, all student leaders, and we were part of it, but this one is free. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Other than that, sharing what Maricela said, we have El Dia de la Familia. It's Saturday, I believe it's the 19th, if I'm not wrong. And they're gonna have two sessions. One is in English, one is in Spanish. So I would say share it with your friends, folks, and like peers to attend. I believe they're gonna provide a lot of important resources for our international students, like the Call Dream, again, financial aid, the extended opportunities program will be there, and many more resources. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and that ends my report.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ariana. Well said. Anyone else?
Me.
Go ahead, Caston.
Go ahead,
Cool.
Cassie.
Okay, so first off, hi, I hope everyone had a really good week. I did kind of. I had some stuff happen, but anyway, so I have two things to report on. I reached out to the health center at our school to possibly do some kind of collaboration with them to speak out about mental health, because I feel like we need to talk about it more, especially now during this time. It's been hard for everyone in all different ways, and I feel like we should all talk about it. So I figured I talked with Susanna Maricela, and we should do a collaboration, some kind of collaboration. So if anyone wants to help out or has any input with that, send me an email. I'm totally willing to hear some input. And my second thing is that I'm going to be sharing the fall calendar on the Instagram. I just wanted to let everyone know that I'll be sharing on the Instagram the fall calendar and updating everyone a little more. So yeah, that ends my report.
Thank you, Caston. Any other executive officer reports before I move on to our legislative reports?
Yeah, I have a report. So,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah. So according to Martha, the accountant, our last year SGA balance will be, let me see. Sorry, let me just, it's my email.
You're good, you're good.
Yeah.
No worries.
Oh, yeah. So our last year balance will be $19,768.58. And there is amazing news, but we haven't confirmed it yet. So we got a check of our new SGA fees. The amount is $75,579. So this will probably be our new SGA budget this year, but I was shocked because this is a lot. So me and Jose will still like confirm it with Martha next week, and we will hopefully will prove it next Wednesday in our Financial Affairs Committee meeting, and then we can prove it in our next Friday's meeting. So regarding to our agenda items of like SGA budget, we may still have to table it and move it to our next Friday's meeting. And yeah, this is my report.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you so much, Jason. I'll definitely do that. So when we get to our discussion and action items. Anyone else? Alrighty, I will move on to our legislative reports. Any senators would like to report this week? All right, I will move right on, and then I will move on to our committee reports. Any committees would like to report this week?
Yeah, I'd like to add something.
Okay, go ahead, Stephanie.
Yeah, so yesterday we ended up having our first meeting for institutional effectiveness, and we will be meeting twice a month. Yeah, I just wanted to add that we don't know like what days, but we do know that our next meeting will be September 24th. And that's all I have to say on my half.
Okay, and then what time would it be on for next week for your next meeting?
At 12
Okay.
a.m.
12 p.m., right?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. Perfect. So if you guys can attend that meeting, it would be great. It will be, as she said, September 24th at 12 p.m. If you do need access, just email Stephanie and she can definitely send you the Zoom link for that one as well. Okay, guys? Is there any other committee reports?
I have something. So
Okay.
we met on Tuesday, and we just
Okay.
discussed about game night, and we're just going to be next week on Thursday, September 17th from 5 to 7. And I would like to encourage everyone in SGA to reach out to your friends or other classmates and ask them what they would like to see happen for events, because we're basically making these events to target for our students, and just getting their input would be super helpful in creating more events for them to be more interested in. So that's all. I think that's all I have to report.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Danielle.
I have a report.
Okay.
So, Public Relations met yesterday at 11 a.m. and we had a really good meeting we just really discussed planning some virtual events and like promoting them and everything. Let me get the official email, one moment, that I sent out to everyone. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we talked about the game night and Constitution Day, and we're actually going to combine those together to do a trivia on the Constitution. So we're going to be using Kahoots, I think, to do it. And I did share a document in the email I sent to everyone. If they have any questions about the Constitution they want to put into the trivia, feel free to share about it and post questions in the document, because it'll really help Ariana and everyone else out. And we also have the Netflix watch party. Save the date, October 1st, 5 to 7. I think we might be watching Black Panther. We're still getting some confirmation on that, so don't quote me on that, but yeah. And then we're also planning promotion on the bad joke contest, and that should be really fun. And yeah, that concludes my report.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Cassie. Sounds like fun. I will move on. If anyone does not have anything else to report, I will move on to our virtual events. So as everyone has said previously, we do have our Constitution Day coming up on September 17th. We also have your Voice, Your Vote workshop by TEDx Legal Center. That one is September 24, I believe, or 23.
September 22nd.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No worries.
I was off.
We've changed the dates around just because we also had the Club Rush happening on the 23rd and 24th. So we decided we were going to move the Eagle Talks on September 22nd from 3 to 4 p.m. So that's
okay. Perfect. And I believe those are the upcoming events so far in regards to LCDP and SGA. Please take a look into the 9/11 event that our SLDP staff did create. It's a good opportunity for us to know more and just become more knowledgeable on this area. So please take a look at it if you can. But if there is not anything else, In regards to virtual events, I will go ahead and move on to our SGA feedback. So kudos, confessions, and concerns. This time is reserved for discussions among SGA legislators related to feelings, thoughts, intergroup dynamics, and group norms. Items on the agenda may not be discussed during this time. So how is everyone doing? You know what? We're gonna popcorn and I will definitely, let me see. I'm gonna choose Victoria. Victoria, how are you doing? How has this week been going for you? Victoria.
Oh my gosh, I was muted.
You're good, no worries.
No, I'm doing well. You know, just busy with classes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been good. I have an exam next week, so we're stressed about that. But you know, we're trying to make it a good week, good weekend, good vibes.
Perfect. You can go ahead and popcorn someone else.
I'm going to pick Ariana.
Hi. Thank you for sharing. I know it's exams, stress. Yes, I follow that. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking, Brian. I know I'm a full-time student, so I have to work well on my time management skills. Like right now, I share it with Marisela and Brian, but I just got out of work like less than 30 minutes ago. I work at IHub, so and my shifts are like graveyard. I work from 2 to 9:30, so I'm pretty sleepy. Just drinking coffee here, but it's going well. I take advantage a lot of my time, even if I'm at work. If it's low, I try my best to like catch some readings, or if I have a discussion board, if I can type something really quick, like as a draft, and then when I get home, I just need to, copy and paste it and submit it. It's pretty helpful. I also been taking super advantage of the net tutor to submit my papers. As you know, English is definitely not my first language, and I need help with grammar, with the simple things. So net tutor is my best friend at this moment, especially when we're virtual. um Especially like we have tutors, but they're really busy. I don't know if you have visited the virtual LRC, but they are, they have students, and that's amazing to see that students are also using those resources that are free to us. But definitely net tutor, highly recommended to use it, because it's my lifesaver sometimes, because you get immediate feedback of your papers, what to expect, what can you be improving. So yeah, I've been doing good. And yeah, then strong. Well, I'll popcorn. Tomas, you go.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for choosing me. So I've been doing pretty okay. Playing a little bit of catch up on my classes, but overall, I'm doing pretty well. Recently, I guess with work, I might be moving up a position to become a server at the restaurant. So a little excited about that, a little nervous because I don't know. It's something I don't know. I'm just a little nervous about it, but it'll be fun. It'll be good. Also, I hope everyone else has been having a good day, a good week, and I wish you all a good week, a good weekend.
Thank you, Thomas. I hope you do well. I know you're gonna do great as a server. Trust me. I think you got this. You can go ahead and popcorn someone else as well.
All right. I shall, let's see, popcorn to Alexis.
Thank you. How's everyone doing? Good Friday. So I'm doing pretty good, but I'm a little stressed about school because I have chemistry and I have sociology and psychology. And I have a group project for psychology, and I like group projects, but since it's all online, it's a little difficult to communicate with people. And I'm like, we have 5 people in my group, but only 2 of them responded. So it's kind of hard, and I don't think they get our messages. So that, I'm kind of worried about that. And then for chemistry, I'm doing pretty good, but it's just like sometimes in my labs, I get points marked off, but overall, I have good grades. So,
Perfect. That's good to hear. You got this, Alexis.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. You can go ahead and popcorn someone else as well.
I would like to popcorn Tracy.
Tracy.
Okay, yeah. So I feel exactly as Alexis said. So I also have some group, like discussion things, and only me and another girl just like solve the problem. And we have like 5 people in the group. And other people, they never like responded. Even we just send them email, like personal email, like say, hey, could you just like discuss with us in discussion board? But like no one replied. So yeah, it's kind of hard for us. And yeah, recently I was just like doing my assignments and quizzes, and that's it. I think I also work in restaurant, so I think Thomas, you will be good because I also like got the interview maybe like 1 year ago about like working in a restaurant as a cashier and driver, like deliverer. Now I'm working in my family restaurant. So only like on Sunday working like 6 hours because I think I still have to focus on my school things. So during summer I work almost like every day. That's like so tiring. I don't want to do that again. Yeah. I'm going to that. Let me see. Nick, go ahead.
What's good, y'all? What's new with
How are
me?
you doing, Nick?
Oh, how I'm doing?
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm okay. Kind of tired, but that's just because I woke up late. Other than that, classes have been going. They're going. I mean, I'm taking this assembly course, which is really killing me, but gotta do it. On the positive in my life, I recently bought The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I gotta say that game slaps. But other than that, life's been pain. Thank you.
Alrighty, Nick. Well, I'm wishing that everything goes well. I want to give a quick kudos before we, continue. I want to give a kudos to everyone here. I know I want to give kudos to our advisors, to our team as a whole, for pushing through in this virtual environment. I know it's not the same as if we were to be on campus, and hopefully we can meet one day in campus. But I just want to give a quick kudos to everyone. You guys are all doing a great job. Whether it's our committee meetings or our advisors just really working hard to communicate everything with us. So kudos to everyone here. I know Ariana has something to share right now, and it's very important. So I want to let her just speak a little right now. Ariana, go ahead.
Hi, sorry for interrupting. I just received an email from Kristen Grimes, and it was a reminder that the student town hall is doing an open forum next weekend. It's called the Brown Bag, and it's gonna be held Wednesday, September 16 at 11 a.m. via Zoom. I have the flyer with the link. I will share it with you later today. But again, this will be a great opportunity. We're seeing a lot of students still being stressed with the virtual environment, and they still have questions about what's going to happen, how is this going to work for spring semester. And this will be a great opportunity for them to get those questions answered. So I will share it with you, okay? Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Would anyone like to say anything in regards to the SGA feedback? Any kudos, confessions, or concerns?
Yeah, I'd like to say something. So just a suggestion, because I know like in the past we have a calendar and we have everyone's like birthday there. I think now we can just, because we have new members, we can definitely just like put everyone's birthday in our calendar and just like say happy birthday to everyone in our Friday's meeting, like in our in our SGA feedback session. So
Yes.
yeah, I think that would be good, like connect each other during this time. Like we can't see each other, but we can definitely say happy birthday to other members. And if I didn't remember wrong, Keston, is your birthday this Sunday?
Yep,
Keston?
it's Sunday.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just want to say happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tracy. I'll definitely send an email. That way we can have like a little, just to make sure we know everyone's birthday here. I love the idea. Thank you, Tracy, for bringing it up. And happy early birthday, Casson, as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Is there anything else before I move on? Alrighty, so I will move on to our public forum. Did we receive any public comments this week, Marisela or Jose?
We did not.
Okay, perfect. I will go ahead and move on right in to our discussion and action items. So the following items may be discussed and voted on at this time. 8 minutes per topic with 1 minute per speaker. Members of the public may speak after the discussion by the voting body has closed and before a vote by the voting body is taken. So we're going to go ahead and start with our first line item. I do not believe Bertha is on the line with us right now. So I believe I'll table this line item until we get through all the other line items, just to give her more time. Hopefully she can make it. I don't know if you guys want to send her an email just to make sure that, hopefully she can make it.
Yes.
Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and table that line item. Would I need a motion for that specifically, just to?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have a motion to table line item 1 until after line item 5?
I
I'll
motion.
motion. Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ariana can motion and I can second.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Alrighty, then I will go ahead and move on to our line item 2, discussion and approval on SGA budget for 2020 and 2021. So as Tracy said, she will get her final numbers confirmed for her committee meeting on Wednesday, and we will definitely approve this hopefully at next week's meeting. So can I have a motion to have this line item tabled for next week?
I motion by Tracy.
Alrighty, and can I have a second?
I second.
Perfect. Thank you, Alexis. And the motion is carried. We will definitely talk about this line item next week. Line item 3, discussion on possible new SGA events. Okay. I know we wanted to put this line item here because we really wanted to add more to our calendar just to see what we can do more with students, especially in this virtual environment. So this is just time for all of us just to, discuss what possibly we could do. If we would like more discussion, we can definitely bring this up into our college activities committee. But let's just, what do you guys think? What are some events that you guys believe, we're missing or that we can do for our students? And this is definitely something that, Janelle can really, use, and it'll be definitely useful for her as she creates the events and the details as well.
I have a couple actually, just to mention. So I was talking with Maricela and Suzanne, and I was just telling them that we should have some type of hobby or activity showcase, kind of like Club Rush, where people can just show off their hobbies or teach people about their hobbies and just kind of get to know each other. And we can also do like a cooking or baking session where people follow along and just bake with them and just chat. And it's just a way to be more interactive with our students. And we also have, I know there's a lot of Gen Z and TikTok's a really big thing. And I know that we did a TikTok competition before. So I was thinking we can do something like that again, and we can have a prize. And I'm going to this week talk to the MSG Foundation to talk about some prizes and rewards for whoever wins that competition. So yeah, that's all. Thank you, Brian.
Perfect. Thank you, Janelle. Anyone else? What do you guys think? I want to hear from everyone.
Well, I wanted to say that like a lot of our students are really stressed out. Like, it's not just us, it's kind of everybody. And I believe it was Maricela that was saying as well that, I believe it was Maricela, that we're kind of still struggling with this online environment, or students are trying to, get used to it. So those sound like really great ideas. And I think we should focus on like, I guess unity would be what I want to say. Like,
Yeah.
have these nice, fun sessions so that people can unwind and relax, and hopefully we can make them feel like they're not alone. Like have this nice kind of relaxing night or evening where we spend together so that we can unwind from all the stress of classes and such.
Yeah, totally agree. Let me see.
I like Daly's idea. She just shared on the chat to have a paint night stress-free via Zoom. Who's gonna be the artist?
That would be really fun. That would be awesome.
That sounds fun.
I
was
can
just thinking
break out my
about,
oil
like-
paints.
Like, I was just had the idea of like a sip. I don't know, like a wine, like the sip and like paint or whatever. But I feel like like a Bob Ross tutorial would be good if we put something like that on and just had students like watch that on Zoom or something. And then I also really like the idea of TikTok. I'm obsessed with TikTok, so I think that's a great idea.
You guys
I've seen
do know
that
I'm a
before, actually. The painting with like Bob Ross, essentially, where people would put on like a Bob Ross tutorial and then they would follow it. So like we should definitely do something like that.
Yeah, I really like that idea.
Also, I feel like painting's like it's pretty stress-free, and you can get some relaxing music going in the background and stuff. So I feel like that'd be good for students.
Definitely. I do agree with what Janelle said in the chat as well. She mentioned that, she's just worried that not everyone will have the supplies for it, which does make sense. We do need to keep in mind, where students are coming from. But I do think this is a great opportunity that hopefully we can explore in our college activities committee to see how we can really, make this event possible for all students. I like the idea. I'm all for it. I really like it. Let me see. Does anyone have maybe any other possible events that maybe we could do on campus? Oh, not on campus, but virtually.
Not an event, but I will say to keep reposting all what's going on campus overall, on the social media, and to support other programs and clubs that are still having their own events. That also will, help the students, because I know they have great ideas, like the Latinx Heritage Month. Then there's the Pride Week coming up pretty soon as well. So sharing all those events that are still like stress relieving, because this is the moment, like, all the students need like, or 100% support, because like Victoria shared, there's a lot of students that are still stressing and feeling like overwhelmed with this change, and it's not going to stop. The school is still improving this virtual environment, and it can be hard for others to still adapt to it, because I know myself, and I was more like an in-person student, and now I'm still learning how to adapt to, like, oh my gosh, I have to sit down and do homework. So yeah, just repost and share all events are happening as much as we can on our medias, and share it with your friends. And if we're busy with school, but if you have like at least 30 minutes to jump into an emoji meeting or an emoji event, hey, that helps to just, you're not thinking about homework, you're just focusing on those 30 minutes of that event. So definitely. So, yep.
Yeah, Ariana, definitely. Well said. For you guys, everyone here, I highly recommend that you reach out to other clubs and other programs that are available on campus, or that we have, on campus, such as Puente Club, Msjc, just like Ariana said. Go to other programs and resources departments at Msjc. Look at what they're doing and try to share those resources as well, because you never know that there might be a student who's really trying to look, for something specific, and you find that information for them. So I highly recommend that you guys look at those. If you guys don't know how to contact the club specifically or see whether they're active or not, please, email Victoria or Nick, reach out to them since they are the ICC reps. You can also go on our website, on our student government website, and look under our clubs and see all the clubs and the club advisors as well. So I definitely recommend, please, look at other programs, look at other resources, and try to show that as well, because you never know what students might be, searching for at this moment. So please do so. I would highly recommend for you guys to do so. Anyone else would like to say anything in regards to this line item? Alrighty, I will move on then to our fourth line item, which is discussion on SGA photo collage. Maricela or Jose, do you guys want to take the lead on this one?
Yeah. Oh, you want to go ahead?
I think this was Suzanne's item, but
yeah. So
yeah, do you have a little bit more info, Maricela?
I do, Jose. Thank you. So we had discussed over the summer having a collage with SGA. I'm not sure if you know what I'm referring to, but each individual would have like a word or a phrase, and you hold it up, and together it combines a phrase, right? So over the summer, we had mentioned something about Msjc, SGA is here to support all our Eagles or something along those lines. But we've obviously had additions to SGA. So now we were thinking about creating a new phrase that we can have on our SGA page of our SGA body, holding up this, and it's a great way to also gain visibility, and so students know who our SGA is. And so I think it's a great opportunity at this point to discuss a phrase that you would like to say, and then identify who would have each word, right? So
I want SGA.
Definitely. And just for an example, if you guys do go to the main Msjc website, there are various departments that have already done this, sort of idea. So I'm going to go ahead and share that real quick, just so that you guys have an idea of what it looks like. Let me see. So just like this one right here, where it says Msjc peer tutors are online for you. Log in, join us, we're here for you. Stuff like this is kind of what we want to target, but specifically for SGA. I know there is another example here. Let me see. Somewhere here. Oh my God. Oh, there you go. There you go. We've become not a melting pot, but a beautiful mosaic, different people, different dreaming hopes. So this is something, just like a message that we really want to send out. I know previously during the summer, as Maricela mentioned, we did have a phrase already with the members that we had, but our team has expanded, and we want to make sure we include everyone in this message. So hopefully we can think of a new, I'll continue on with the phrase that we already had, if possible. If not, that way, we can get this photo collage ready and simply go on our main Msjc website as well. And let me see, let me stop sharing, and then let me just share the agenda once again. So what do you guys think? Let me see if I can find our previous.
so I have it available, Brian.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So SGA is here to support and advocate for all our Eagles. And that was back when we had 7 SGA members. And now, if I stand correct, we have 11 current members.
Yes.
Okay. So then we would have to make that phrase a little longer if you still want to hold on to the essence of that phrase. Or we can come up with something completely different given what SGA, whatever SGA feels they would like to contribute.
What do you guys think?
And that was SGA one word, like SGA. Did one person have that?
Yes, so I'll actually go ahead and type it in right in the chat. That way you also have a visual of what it looks like. And keep in mind that this was in the summer, so each student was attached to a word, but obviously we're gonna edit that. So
there you go.
In the chat. But that's a good observation, Daly. Maybe we can go ahead and break down that acronym so we can have a student hold on to student and then a separate one for government, association. So that would add three words instead of just the one.
Let me see. So let's say we let Nick have, let's say, the letter S. We would have 2 more students for G and A, and then we would need another 2 more words.
So Victoria has actually typed it in the chat. Her suggestion: Student Government Association is always here to support and advocate for all our Eagles.
Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. I feel like, well, 2, 3. Okay, that's 14 words. Would you guys like to be in it as well? I don't know if we ever spoke about that as well for our advisors.
If I could share my input, I'm not sure how the other advisors feel, but I feel like it would be ideal to just have our student body.
Perfect. What does everyone else think? Let me see. I want to hear from Stephanie. Stephanie, what do you think?
In regards of the catchphrase?
Do you like the idea? What would be key terms that you would like to see?
So obviously I would like to see like the word supportive, of course, united, and obviously just making it very I don't know what catchphrase, but I do like the idea that I believe it was Victoria that she mentioned, that we should just sorry, I'm just losing my train of thought. We should just be really creative in our pictures, our little posters that we'd be making, so it could stand out more. But I do like the idea. I just think we should be a little more catchy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. We're all here to spread our opinion, and I want to make sure that we all agree on this catchphrase, and that we all like it as well. So let me see. Thomas, what do you think?
So I think with what we have, yeah, it's not enough, but with what Victoria gave us, I think it's pretty good.
Okay. Let me see. And then Daly just put into the chat
It's an idea.
how we could break this up. Yeah, I like it. It would work like that. Let me see. Okay. We can definitely bring this up. I want to make sure that this, collage is very colorful. Hopefully you guys can really explore your creative side and your artistic, try to make it as artistic as possible. And hopefully we can really, come together and really like make our phrase. I really like this idea. I really like Victoria's, I guess you could say, statement. But I just want to make sure everything is, everyone is okay with it as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let me just save this real quick. That way we can discuss this. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead, and I think if no one else has anything to say, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on with this line item. We do have an application for to be a student representative on the curriculum committee. Unfortunately, James was not able to be present in our meeting. I did not receive a statement on his behalf, but he is trying to be a part of the curriculum committee. Just like I previously, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, Mahawk was also wanting to become a student representative as well. This is the same the same position, but we just want to make sure we can have hopefully James appointed. He did submit his application and he is good to go. I do not have a statement from him, and I don't think we ever got a statement, Jose, I believe.
No, I don't think we did. But I mean, yeah, his application's fine. He's not required to be here to be appointed, so.
Perfect. And if you guys are all set to go, I definitely want to motion or have someone motion so that we can approve his appointment. And hopefully I will contact him to follow up to see if he can be present in the board or in our meeting, just to hopefully, introduce himself to us and, get to know each other more. But can I have a motion to appoint James Crawford as another student representative on the curriculum committee?
I'll motion.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And then can I have a second?
Second.
Okay, so I have a motion by Victoria and then a second by Casson. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. And finally, I will move on to our first line item, which is our guest speaker, Bertha. I don't believe she was able to make it as well, correct?
No, Brian. We sent a reminder this morning and then we sent another email during this meeting, but unfortunately she was not able to come on by.
Okay. Okay. So I will definitely, should I resend the line item?
It's up to SGA if you wish to try to have Berta come on at the next SGA meeting. We can also do that, or it's up to SGA's discretion.
Okay. What do you all believe? Would you still like to have Bertha just, speak to us about this 9/11 presentation that she has, or should we just resend this line item as a whole?
Let's have her talk on it next week. That's what I think anyway.
She could also tell us maybe if she already did the presentation, how it went, some feedback on it.
Yeah.
Okay. She was going to present for us today. So if you guys are still interested, then I'll definitely ask for a motion to table this line item for next week's meeting. Is there a motion?
Oh, hey, Brian, sorry, if I may.
Yes.
I think too, I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, if this isn't appropriate, but I do kind of want to open the item to all of you. Just if there are any thoughts, feelings that you wish to share, I do want to give some students that opportunity. And if there aren't any, then that's okay. Feel free to continue to move forward. But yeah, I mean, if any of you would like to share some thoughts, feelings about 9/11, I don't want to close that opportunity. So that's all I'll say. And if you don't, that's also fine as well.
Perfect. Does anyone have anything to say? Alrighty, going once, going twice. Alrighty, sold. I'm just kidding, guys. Alrighty, then I will definitely, I'll ask for a motion to have our guest speaker. Hopefully she can attend our next meeting and I'll table this line item. Can I have a motion? No motion.
Oh, I motion. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, second.
I was muted.
Yeah, I was muted
No
too.
worries. No worries, guys.
Keep
Okay,
myself
so
muted.
I have a motion by Ariana and then I seconded by Tracy. Is that correct?
Yes.
Alrighty, and hopefully we can contact her and she is available next week so that she can, deliver that presentation for us. Is there any call for agenda items for next week besides our discussion and approval on the SGA budget for 2020 and 2021, as well as our guest speaker? Are there any additional agenda items that you all would like to see for next week's meeting?
I think I have one, but I would like to talk first with Jose or Marisela first before I share the agenda to
Okay.
make sure it's good. But I do have one. I will be sending an email to Jose and Marisela, and I will CC you, Brian, and then you'll see. But it's nothing bad, I promise. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be it can be an agenda meeting. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. Anyone else? Alrighty. So if there are no call for agenda items besides, Ariana, I will definitely adjourn this meeting at 11:05 a.m.